Hello there, Americap here with the first real video for this channel. There's a lot of retarded shit out there I could talk about for this video, like a lot, but I thought the best way to start this channel off would be some quick insight on the different aspects of libertarianism and the deep philosophical differences between it and other political ideologies. Yep, lots of fun, right? Fuck my life. Anyway, I guess the best way to start off would be to explain my views. I would describe myself as a minarchist libertarian. This means that while I believe that we should minimize the government's influence as much as possible, I also believe and understand that there are some necessities that the private sector can't be trusted with. This would include police force, firefighters, courts, and the military. There's a lot more to this than just that, but those are some of the examples. Anyway, I make this distinction because there are many different versions of libertarianism with often highly different views. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Another thing I'd like to note is that I'm pro-life when it comes to abortion, and there are many reasons for this that go beyond just religion. I'll save that for another video, but just keep this in mind. Now, libertarians have very different views and opinions, but they're all united under a common philosophy. This common principle holds liberty as its core, and that autonomy, self-ownership, individual judgment, and free will are of great importance. This honestly is the simplest way I could put it. There's a lot more to the philosophy, and I encourage you to read more into it, but for now, this is really all you need to know. The NAP also plays a large part of it. In fact, it's the basis for most libertarian philosophies. It basically states that any act of aggression towards an individual or their property is inherently illegitimate regardless of its outcome. So basically, even if what you're intending to do with this act of aggression is to protect or help them, it's still illegitimate. Unlike pacifism, this principle allows for the use of force in the event that the principle has been violated. For example, a burglar breaks into your house, trespassing on your property and attempting to steal some of your property. You'd be allowed to shoot him under the NAP. So the moral of the story is don't fuck with a libertarian or his shit. A very good lesson to learn. I highly recommend all of you take that to heart. The reason I'm adding all these details is because people often think of libertarianism as a party and not a philosophy. They think, well, they're just like the Republicans, but they like weed and gays. Sounds good to me, but it's much more than just a platform. Many people know what the libertarian platform is, but they never ask why we feel this way on these issues. That's where the libertarian philosophy kicks in. The best way I can describe the difference between libertarians and the other political parties would be through an example. For instance, oftentimes when you ask a Democrat why they want gay marriage, they'll say it's because they believe that gay couples deserve the same rights as straight couples. Most libertarians believe this too, but the real reason why they want to legalize it is because they don't think the government should have a say in marriage at all. In fact, many of us believe that marriage shouldn't even be a government-regulated institution. Another example would be that, generally speaking, you'll sometimes hear a Republican say, "Look, if socialism worked, I'd be all for it." But a libertarian would tell you that even if it did work, they wouldn't agree with it because it would restrict freedom. There are different subtypes of libertarianism that I plan on going over eventually, like anarcho-capitalism, minarchism, and even anarcho-communism, which in my opinion shouldn't even count as libertarianism, but for the sake of understanding, I'll eventually go over it. Hopefully this has helped some people out there understand what libertarianism is. I plan on making more of these videos in the future, but for now, this has been Americap, your friendly neighborhood American capitalist. Thank you all for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Bye!